Today, Coach Fisch talked about the seriousness of this week's practice and hopes of a better outcome for Saturday's game. But the bigger news revealed Monday is that quarterback Will Plummer will be starting against NAU.
I'm going to start Will and see how that goes. Give Jordan some opportunities as well during the week of practice, and but plan on playing Will at this point. I thought he did a very nice job when he got in there. Thought he's handled himself extremely well throughout the entire process here. The training camp competitions, spring ball competitions, the times that he had a chance to go play. But he went in there. He was tough. He was a lead blocker for Drake on what could have been a touchdown to bring it to 16 points. Unfortunately, we had an offensive holding on that call. He dropped his shoulder on a scramble, which I would have preferred him not to do, but he certainly showed a toughness there. He made a couple nice wide field throws to BJ, threw a nice ball to Tavion, and threw both in the end zone and also down the field.
Jason.
When you watch film, how much of it is quarterback struggles versus offensive line blocking, and how do you kind of differentiate?
Yeah, it was. I watched the game as soon as I watched it Saturday evening. I came back in here and watched it, graded it, all three phases, and then watched it again on Sunday a couple times, and had those discussions, right? Like how many of it. Could he have gotten the ball off on time and then therefore not gotten hit? Could we have run a better route, which therefore would have allowed him to get it out before he got hit? Unfortunately, early in the game, we had opportunities that we missed, and therefore resulted in hits, therefore resulted in scrambles, therefore resulted in negative plays, throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage, some things that we just never should have done. That to me is what I look for. I think the quarterback position's about decision-making, timing, and accuracy. Those are the three things in everything we look at, every play we evaluate. Did he make a good decision? Well, if it took too long, then no. Was he accurate? The ball behind Alex Lyons, it resulted in an interception. Could he have caught it? Maybe. But the decision-making was good. The timing was okay, but the accuracy was off. Was that because there was someone falling, at his feet? I don't know. That's going to happen in this game. We need to be better pass protection-wise. That's 100% fact. We will focus in on the fundamentals in pass protection. Once again, they are a very good defensive line. They cause some issues, but we need to improve. We will improve there, and then hopefully that will enable the quarterback to have a little bit more time, and the quarterback has to be be nice and quick twitch there.
Okay. Were there a lot of things that you could look at that went wrong Saturday night, or just a few things that you can fix?
Oh yeah, there were a lot of things that went wrong on Saturday night, and there was also a lot of things that unfortunately we weren't able to fix at the time. Right, the fourth play of the game, we had two guys available to make a tackle. We didn't make a tackle. They rip off a 60-yard run at 7-0. We go 3 and out. It's 3rd and 2. We have a sprint out available. We don't hit the hitch or the corner. We're late. We don't scramble for the 2 yards. We punt it. We have two guys available to make a tackle on the tight end. Neither guy is there to make the tackle. The tight end goes for 70 yards or 83 yards, whatever it might have been. It's 14-0. We go 3 and out. We punt. It gets blocked. The easy 4x4 look, we wind up completely missing on our gap, and we have a guy run right through and block it for a touchdown. We go back at 21-7, and we sack him twice the next series, and it's now 3rd and long. We get the ball back, and we have a 10-yard run. I think Drake had a 10 or 11-yard run, and then we wind up having a 3rd and 6 where we hit a slant. We don't throw the outside lane, and we don't convert. So and then the game continued to kind of spiral out of the way. We couldn't get out of our own way. We had 3rd and 11, 3rd and 13, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 17. We had a 4th and 1. We false started to make it 4th and 6. We had a touchdown called back as a holding. So I would say there was plenty of things that we could fix, plenty of opportunities that we have to make ourselves a better football team.
Amy.
To that end, Jedd, how did you assess your coaching performance?
I was very disappointed that we couldn't get things going. We need to call better ball plays. We need to coach better, prepare better, play better, execute better. All 150 people, all 200 people that work in Lowell Stevens are accountable for every win and every loss. And in that case, I call the plays. We had a poor offensive performance. I got to do a better job in our preparation to make sure that, there's certain plays that are available. We got to hit on them. There's certain plays that we need to be able to make. And there are obviously better plays that can be called at times as well. So I hold myself very much accountable for all of the defeats and make sure that the players get the accolades for the victories as they should. During the week, I don't sleep very much in order to be able to be as prepared as I can for the game. So after the game, I like to just be with my wife and kids. Of course, they're night games, so I usually would just go to bed after we watch it. And then Sunday morning, come in and get to work. And that's all. That's really what I believe in. I believe in that's what this whole process is going to be about. We're building something brick by brick, and we understand the undertaking that we have all chosen to be a part of and are extremely excited about it. And it comes with, being able to turn a program. And that's what we're most excited about. As I mentioned on Saturday night, had a great conversation with Steve Kerr regarding that. Reached out to some other people I know that have gone through this process, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get our first victory and get that cloud lifted, and then from that point in time, go ahead and just and play ball. And I know that that's what we're going to do.
I'm now joined by Troy and Matt. Do you agree that this is the best decision to give Arizona a win?
When you look at Will Plummer and Coach Jedd Fisch switching to Will, I think it does give Arizona the best chance to win, but in the long run, I don't know if it gives necessarily Arizona a better chance to win Saturday. They're playing NAU. I can't even remember the last time Arizona lost to NAU. Those games usually aren't generally close. So I think no matter who you roll out there Saturday, they should win that football game. But this could give Arizona the best chance to win going further into the future.
And Matt, what stands out about Will Plummer from the rest of the group?
To me, it's just how quick he's making decisions. I think if you said, what's the one thing that Gunnar Cruz wasn't showing or hasn't showed this season, really hasn't showed since he's been here, it's kind of been the knock on him since he arrived, going back to the spring, is he just doesn't make quick enough decisions, and that's starting to cost Arizona in the games. It's turning into interceptions, it's turning into a lot of sacks. He's putting himself in a tough position, which could potentially lead to an injury because he's getting hit so much. The offensive line play hasn't been very good at all, but you don't help them by holding on to the ball. And there's a lot of times where he double clutched, patted the ball for way too long. His feet were just not in a great position. He was kind of just dancing around a little bit in the backfield, and so all things you don't want. I think the thing that Will Plummer has in his favor right now is that he's making quick decisions. They're not always the right decision, could get him in some trouble, but he's making quick decisions, and Arizona needs that right now. So I think that's been his advantage so far, and that's the reason you're going to see him starting. I think the other element of this is Jordan McLeod is going to be part of this equation now, which is something we haven't heard yet. And so, Will Plummer is going to have his opportunity to play in this game. Jordan McLeod is going to have an opportunity in practice this week to show what he can do. Maybe he gets some snaps. Maybe he's the new Will Plummer, the first couple weeks and gets an opportunity to play. But I think the hope is that you light a fire under Gunnar Cruz and say, hey, you're now the third guy. You need to play better. You need to make quicker decisions, and we'll see what happens and if that leads to success for Arizona. But I think for Will Plummer right now, it feels like the right decision to have him starting this game.
Tuesday, we'll speak with players and coordinators to get their input on this decision. I'm Averie Klonowski, joined by Matt and Troy for GOAZCATS.com.